What's up, guys? No intro today because this is a long battle, and it's for Sheikah's tournament. So let's get it started. It's against Blingo something or other, and he has a Swampert, and I have a Metagross. So we're just gonna exchange rocks here, and that's plenty fine with me. I'm just gonna switch out now into Shaymin for the obvious, resist. But he switches out too, and he goes into his Rotom, and I'm just like, that's sad for me, because I don't want to deal with a Rotom. And I was actually looking for a while, and I was like, well, my team doesn't really have anything that can deal with a Rotom really all that well, so I'm in a little bit of trouble here. And so I just go ahead and seed it. So, whatever I do actually go into, I can get some health back from it. So I go into Train now, because I think he's just going to Shadow Ball again, obviously. And I want the resist. But he gets the special defense drop. I'm like, well, that really kind of sucks. But I do get some of the Elite Seed back, and that's pretty nice. He switches out and goes into Gliscor. Which I don't think he really meant to switch out to. He said he misclicked. I don't go for a Fire Blast, which is pretty awesome, because Life Orb Fire Blast is gonna destroy a Gliscor. So he goes into a Tyranitar, and I go out, not because I want to save my Translator. I go into Gliscor because I want to get some hacks on him. He goes for the payback, which is fine, because I can take it pretty well. And I thought about going for Taunt right here, because if you see a payback, you know Curse is coming. But I didn't think he'd want to go head-to-head, so I thought he would just switch out, but he doesn't. As I go for Toxic, he sets up a Curse now. So this is sad times for me. And now I see that I should probably just do away with this Tyranitar while I can. And actually, I'm going to taunt it here in case it has Rest. Or, like a Rest Talker. Which I can't recall, like, the Curse Tar set, so I just go for Taunt to be safe. I missed again what he did there, so maybe Taunt was a good play. I go for Earthquake, and it's also won't let him Curse anymore. It does a good amount. Payback misses because of Sand Veil, because I'm Win. And that's pretty cool. And now I'm just going to go for Earthquake again because I wants to kill it. And he goes into a Vaporeon, which is fine. Just fine by me. It's going to take an Earthquake. Not all that well because it's a crit. And I kind of want to stay in and Toxicate, but I really... Or Taunt. I wanted a Toxic or Taunt, but I just go for Earthquake, hoping maybe I can score a quick kill on it. But I cannot, and he gets a Wish off, and I just should have taunted it. Because Sandstorm doesn't kill it either. And now I'm really sad. And so I know it's going to protect, but I wanted to see if I could taunt it. But, protects the taunt. What are you going to do? So now I'm just sitting pretty, and I've gotten nearly all my health back anyways. And I think right about now it's time for me to switch out. And I go into Shaymin because Surf. And I can scare it off. So it does Surf me, and Sandstorm goes on, and I'm just like, well, what are you going to do to me? Nothing, because I'm a boss. So he gets leftovers and goes for Protect, which is cool because I go for Sub. And now he's in a little bit of trouble. And that's pretty nice. So this is the real messed up part, because I realized later how badly Shaymin can run through his team. I mean, think about, he's got Vaporeon, Tyranitar, and Swampert left. And I hit the first Seed Flare, which is great. I hit the Seed Flare on the switch, and I get the special defense drop, so I'm like guaranteed to fucking kill this thing by blowing at it. And so I go for Seed Flare, even though I probably could have gone for Hidden Power and killed it. First Seed Flare misses. Shit, that sucks. Shadow Ball doesn't break my sub. Okay, cool. I still got my sub. I can just hit it with Seed Flare now, and everything's cool. Right? You would think this, but you would be wrong, because I miss it again. And now he Shadow Balls, and I cry. So now, I have no sub. I just have Shaymin sitting there. And stupid Rotom is laughing at me. He's like, you can't hit the broadside of a barn. I'm just like, well, fuck off, dickhead. And I hit him with Seed Flare this time. But really, if I could have hit him either one of those other times, I would have had my sub up. And I would have just wrecked his shithole with Shaymin's penis. Because I got HP Fire, and I could have killed this thing, and then I would have swept. But I don't, because it's got extreme speed, and I just kind of let it die, because I didn't want it to get a free Sword Stance if he predicted a switch. So that's what I did that for. So now I go into Gliscor, because I know I can outspeed it, and I just go for Earthquake. And I probably take out this Tyranitar. Obviously. I get a crit, unneeded. And I'm feeling pretty decent about this. He goes into the Vaporeon and goes for Protect, which is fine. I really wanted to Toxic it because I know it's going to be a pain in the ass. So, I think I switch out and I go into Kingdra now because I'm pretty sure it can't really touch me. And Lucario's no problem, and I think I can take out Pert if I set up a couple Dragon Dances. So that's the plan. So, knowing this guy can't really handle me, I'm going to set up a sub here. And he's going to go for Hidden Power Electric. Which, again, is fine by me. It actually doesn't break my sub. So I'm happy. I'm a very happy boy at this point in time. So I go for a Dragon Dance because it's free, and that's what you do with this kind of Pokemon. You go for Dragon Dances. So I get the Dragon Dance up, and he's going to hit me with another Hidden Power Electric. And this time it's going to break the sub, which is fair. It seems about right. And honestly, I thought it would have broken the first sub, but I guess it doesn't. So, guess what I do? I would set up another sub, because it seems appropriate to set up a sub since it can't one-hit KO a sub. So, I do this. And he goes into Swampert, and I just assume it's some sort of buffer, special wall sort of thing. I mean, a special wall, like a, get in my way, not let me kill anything and take out my sub. But, so I Dragon Dance again, because I'm like, what's this thing gonna do? And then he just decides to roar me out, and I feel dumb. So, Gliscor comes out, and what I do is Toxic it, firstly, because it's a pain in the ass and needs to be toxicked. Goes for Roar, but it misses because it's Sand Veil and I'm awesome. So this turn I taunt it, and now he can't Roar again, and that makes me laugh. But he goes for Avalanche, which makes me sad. But on the bright side of things, it doesn't do all that much because I'm just super awesome and defensive. And so now I know that I can stall this guy out, so I think I'm just going to roost off all the damage here, and that's pretty awesome. This is like my first time I've used this Gliscor, and it's just unreal. I can't believe how good it is. Anyways, he's got this Vaporeon, and it's just kind of threatening me in the face, and I'm just like, I don't like the look of your head. So I go into Kingdra, hopefully to take a Surf and maybe survive, and then go into Outrage and try to do some damage. But Surf hits me, and then Sand hits me, and then I cry. So sad. So now I go into Suicune, which is I don't know. I just think he's gonna save my life. So I know he's gonna either switch or go for Hidden Power Electric, but I'll win that battle easy. So I Calm Mind up. And he's a pesky little shit, and I get the Calm Mind up, and I go for I'm gonna go for Hydro Pump, just do some massive damage on that perp and probably kill it. He goes back into Vaporeon, which will get it back some health because it doesn't miss, and that's cool. But really, I'm not all that worried about it. So, again, like I said before, I know I'm going to win this war, so I'm going to just set up a calm mind. Again, I think if I were smart, I am smart, so he goes back into Pert. And I know he's not going to pull the same thing twice because he thinks that I will predict it. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to not predict that. I'm going to predict you stay in this time. So I go for Hydro Pump and wash away his Pert because he's retarded. And goodbye, sir. So Pert goes down, and Suicune's just like laughing in the face of everybody that exists. And I'm pretty sure I can clean up from here. He's got the Lucario, but I've made this guy a little bit bulkier than a normal offensive Coon is. And I live the close combat, which is beautiful. I go for the hidden power, just because I think it can take it out, and I don't want to miss. And I didn't know it's going to get a defense drop, so boom. Take it out, and now there's just Vaporeon left, and Vaporeon's going to cry because HP Electric. So good game, Blingo. I move on to the next round of Sheikah's tournament, and everybody can suck it. But I love you guys, though. I mean that in the best possible loving way a person can say that to another person. So I'll see you guys next time. Adios, folks.